All right. Let's see here. How are we doing on yesterday's assignment? Did everybody get that done? Yes, no, Jamie, Maddie? Okay. Well, I want to go over yesterday's assignment a little bit. So, just review, because we got the quiz today, and I already sent that quiz out to you. Hopefully you got that in the email. All right. But I know this is not great, but I got a little bit of a problem on the backside here. If I could go to single view, if I could go to speaker view and it would use me as a speaker, then we could see this a lot better. I'm trying to figure out where I can make that larger, because that's hard to see. I can't even. See, it just goes straight to Jamie, like she's talking all the time. Wonder what spotlight bit. There we go. Okay, so this will be easier to see now. I'm sure you guys can see this a little bit better. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look up at the board here, and hopefully you can see my letters. Okay, see my grid. This is X, and this is Y. Okay, so can everybody see where A is right here? Let's go with Maddie. What coordinates are at letter A?
0, 0.
Correct. Next, Jamie, what coordinates are for letter B? You may have to chat it. I didn't hear you.
2 and 3.
Yes, 2, 3. Good job. Darian, what is the coordinates for letter C?
-1, 0.
Try again.
-3, 0.
Try again. Oh, no, wait.
0.
You're right. You're right. -3, 0. Good. Okay. D, Maddie.
You said negative.
Who's talking in the background? Ash, what'd you say for D?
3, -2.
3, -2. That's right. E, that's this one way up here. Jamie.
-3 and 4.
-3, 4. Good. And the last one, F, right here, Darian.
-1, -1, 1.
-1, -1. You went to the left 1 and you went down 1. So it's -1, -1. Okay, here we go. Maddie, what quadrant is letter B in?
1.
Correct. Jamie, what quadrant is letter D in? Remember, we go counterclockwise. This one is 1. Letter D is right here.
4.
4 is correct. Okay, this is quadrant 4 here. Okay. All right, Darian, what quadrant is letter C in? Watch out, trick question.
It's not in a way. It's in both of the quadrants.
Right, so it's in quadrant 2. Oh, that's 2, Mr. Lindblad. That's quadrant 2 and quadrant 3 because it's sitting on the line, right? Okay, so here's the other trick question. Anybody can answer? What about A?
It's in all the quadrants.
Okay, but we give it a special name instead of saying all the quadrants, we call it the blank. What? Whenever we get this and we ask for the quadrants, we call it the origin. What is it? The origin. Okay? All right. I think everybody kind of got this down, right? You kind of understand this part. Okay? All right. Let's go through. Now, somewhere on your quiz today, you're going to have one of those ones where they give you 4 points and then you connect the dots and then you have to find the perimeter in the area. Remember how to do that? Let's do a practice here. Okay? I'm going to remove my current dots on my grid. I'm just going to borrow the problem from the book. It's a little bit bigger than what I got, but I think I can manage. I can create another line here, even though it isn't black. Okay, so on number 13, they gave us pairs of 1, 5, -3, 5, -3, 1, and then probably 1, 1, I'm guessing. Yep. Okay. So I go back through and I plot those. 1 over, oh, I didn't put the 5 on the right spot. 5 should have, and 5 up. So there's 1, 5. -3, 5. So I go from the origin, go 1, 2, 3, and up 5. Then I go to -3, 1. Go to the left 3, up 1, and then I go +1, up 1. Then if I connect the dots, I have a square right here. Okay, so I can tell it's a square. All the sides are the same. If you want to, count your lines over. 1, 2, 3, 4 over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5 going. Oh, let me try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4 going up. So it says, what's the figure? You would have said it was a square. And then it asks the perimeter. So we need to know the distance around. Since it's a 4 by 4 by 4 by 4, I take 4 times 4, and that gives me the perimeter of 16 units. Okay? Then if I want to know the area, how many boxes are on the inside, I take the side times the side, and amazingly enough, in this situation, it's 16 units squared. Okay? Because we're counting how many squares are on the inside of that box. That's how you do that one. All right? Thumb up. Everybody understand how to do those. Okay. All right. Let's do the next page. Get into that other stuff. Does anybody have a question about when we give you 2 coordinated pairs, like 6 and -1, and then they give you a equation like 4x plus 3 equals, I don't want to do that. Hold on. Let's see. 4x plus -25 equals y. Okay. I just did this off the top of my head. I don't know if you can see a little bit better now. This part over here. 4x plus -25 equals y. And then you substitute in. The first number is x. Second number is y. So we put 6 in here. So 4 times 6 plus negative 25 should equal negative 1. So when you go to solve it, I got 24 plus negative 25 equals 1. If that's correct, then we say yes. If it's not correct, then we say no. Oh, we got a pet friend today. All right, questions on how to do that? If you got it, put a thumb up. Okay. You'll have 2 of those to do, right? Just like we did yesterday. Then the next one, what you do is they give you X, and then you solve to find out what Y is in each one of those. Any questions on that? Do I need to go through a practice of that? There's a shake no. Maddie? No? Okay. What about doing a graph of the equations like on number 21 and 22 on your worksheet? Let's do one of those, okay? Let me erase my box here. Okay, hopefully we should be able to fit this one on here. So this marker is going dead on me. Here, let's try this. Y equals, and it has a negative 3x plus 1. Okay? What's our first step? What do we do first? Somebody tell me. Jamie, what do we do first?
Would you put the 3 as a positive number and then subtract it from the 1?
Close. We got to do that. What do I call that thing? Darian, what is this I call it? What do I call it? Have you been watching my videos? This is called a T-chart. All right, so what am I going to do with this T-chart? Maddie, what am I going to do with the T-chart?
You're going to put the 0, 1, and negative 1?
That's right. We're going to use 3 points. 0, 1, and negative 1. Okay? When we're not dealing with a fraction, we're going to use 0, 1, and negative 1. Those seem to be the easiest ones. And so then I go back through and I substitute that in. So my first one will be y equals negative 3 times 0 plus 1. Okay? So negative 3 times 0 gave me 0. And as I move my steps down, 0 plus 1 will be 1. So when x is 0, y is 1. I just made my first ordered pair right there. Okay? I'm going to make 2 more. Now I go back through, change this to a 1. Now I do negative 3 times 1 gives me negative 3. Now I have to remember my integer rules, okay? Negative 3 plus a positive 1, the answer should be negative 2. So that's my second ordered pair. Last one. Now I put in a negative 1. So when I take a negative times a negative, I end up with a positive 3 this time. 3 plus 1 gives me 4. Let me double check to make sure I did all that right. Okay, now I'm going to graph these in here. First one is 0, 1. Next one is 1 over 2 down. Last one is 1 back, 4 up. Okay, you can see that there's a difference of 1, 2, 3 with each one. 1, 2, 3. So I know using a straight edge or my best guess, I can do a straight line just like that on my grid. It's an angled line. All of them will normally be. Okay. Tomorrow, or I mean on Friday, we'll talk about horizontal lines and vertical lines and how that happens. Okay, but today all of ours should be angled in some way. Okay, so if you didn't get that on your assignment, you can go back and fix that or whatever. This was number 22, by the way, on yesterday's assignment. So if you needed help, I think I did 21 on the video yesterday. So you got both of them done now if you went back and looked at the videos. Okay, questions? No, no, no. Okay. Any other comments or things we need to make? Anything social you need to talk about?
Jamie, do you want to call after this?
She nods her head yes. Okay. All right. So you need to talk afterwards. All right. Darian, hang in there, buddy. Okay. I'll get a hold of the rest of our crew and see what's happening with them, or at least send this. I'll probably send this out as a video so that you guys have it if you need to look back at it. Okay. All right. If we have no more questions, that's our video for today. Okay. Get that. I'll give you 2 days on the quiz. So work through the problems. Make sure you understand how to do them and what's going on here. Okay. All right. Good luck. See ya. Be safe.